Hello, Possums, Dreymasmith here. Back home and very happy to be here. Now, we're not going to be working on the transport centre today. We're going to be working here in front of it because at the moment it's just plonked down in the middle of nowhere with nothing to really give it context. So today I want to start giving it context, which means before I can do that, I have to fill in I have to fill in this hole and take the top off this hill. So I'll get that done and then we can get moving. Back again, and the landscape's changed a little. I tried not to change it too much. Yes, this is gone, but that's still at its original height. And the little valley here's been filled. And I did fill in the couple of ponds. I thought hard about it, but then I went, no, it's got to go. So I have put in front of the bridge a little piazza, and we are going to put some buildings in around here and maybe a couple more areas like this. What I'm going to do first is lay them out in dirt. Now this goes down to the Guardian Farm, or down to the museum actually, and then down to the Guardian Farm. It did initially come up here, which wasn't very convenient, so I've just moved it over. So I suppose this is where our first building's going to go. So let's just map it out. Mapping things out in dirt first. Oh, it's such a good idea. It saves you so much in terms of time and resources. Yeah. Now, that's going to be the steps down. I want off this, we'll put a door here, double door, and then straight down. See, this is why you do it in dirt first. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it helps if there. Okay, I want a nice little curve off that. Maybe a bigger one. I want to incorporate a lot of circles into this. Yeah, I think that's better. Now, the road goes here. And this is not the final design for the road, that's just the road that's going through this part. We want what? Another building here. And we want off the front of it okay. I'll keep planning. I'll see you shortly. All planned out. Bit more dirt gone. Oh, that took ages. And it is so useful to do it in dirt. I changed my mind so many times. And I planned in a few more buildings than I was going to. We've now got 2 little towers that are going to go here either side of the road. I'll do them last. I don't know what size to do them. A hotel here, a cafe there. I don't know what that is. And that's a sort of rotunda up on the hill. So next thing is to go down and start building some of these. We're not going to do the whole thing today, just some of it, but you know, let's get started. And I'll take the quick way down. No, I don't have my elytra on. No, it doesn't matter. We're going to build a little bit of an artificial holiday town so that people coming off the transport centre, if there were people, can find somewhere to stay, somewhere to eat, a little tourist information centre, tickets to the museum, that sort of thing. And it's sort of a mishmash of Santorini, Port Miron, which is where the 1960s series The Prisoner was filmed, and also the Doctor Who episode about Mandragora, which was supposed to be in the Renaissance Italy. So a little bit of a mishmash, bit of fantasy added in, bit of make-believe, and we'll see where we go. So to that end, we need to get our supplies out. And yes, I'm building in snow. We'll take some of it. That'll do. And I'm building in wool. And I've got prismarine and sea lanterns. So let's get started. What will we do first? I think we'll do this first. So there we go. I'm going to put everything in snow, and then I'm going to remove random blocks and put in the wool, using the sort of technique that Avamance employs for a lot of his builds, but with snow and wool instead of the more common rustic materials. I've probably put this fractionally too close to the road, but well, we'll see. Okay, next I need to dig out the floor and then start replacing it, so I'll see you in a sec. Floor dug out and replaced, and this is the pattern I'm going to use for most of the floors in this little place. So lots of light and quite cool in terms of tiles. So, and I mean cool as in temperature, not as in anything else. And I'll work out what to do with that. And there we are. Okay, next we've got to build up the walls. So again, just in snow, and then I'll knock out windows, and then we'll randomly place wall blocks in to give a little bit of varied texture. Alright, that's it with the windows knocked in. Not sure how I feel. We'll put the roof on and then see where that takes us. So this is going to be a bit of a bog standard roof. Well, this bit is anyway. No. Helps if I know what I'm doing. As usual, it's roof lines giving me trouble. But I've decided the roof line wasn't the only problem. I actually tested out a house very similar to this in Creative, and I liked what it did. And I didn't like what this is doing. So I've sort of swapped it all around. Okay, let's see what we can do this time. Okay, I don't think I'm going to get this roof line right until I add in my tower. Yes, we've got a little tower on this. I think once I get that in place, it might help. Oh, I hate roof lines. They are always the bane of my Minecraft existence. And there's the little tourist information centre museum entrance done. I'm not 100% thrilled with it. It still needs doors and windows, and it still needs the inside done, but we'll leave that for another time. Ugh, drove me bonkers. So having struggled with that, and I don't think it looks too bad, but I also don't think it looks too great, we're going to come up here and do something much, much simpler. We're going to do a rotunda with a dome roof. And yeah, that is much simpler. So, snow, and I'll just randomly drop in wool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's as tall as we want it. And this is a circle shape I've made that's 11 across. So we've got a long side of 5, and then 2 1s, and then a long side of 5, 2 1s, long side of 5, 2 1s, long side of 5. And I'm just going to go across to 5. There we go. And on the inside here, there we go. I'm going to just snake my way around. That's our 2. And I'm going to do that all the way around till up the top here I have got a full circle done. That's it, that's our circle. We'll do the struts underneath in a minute. I know I've got to get that block of wool, but while we're up here, let's do the roof. So I've got prismarine slabs, which I'm putting on the diagonal edges. There we go. And then prismarine blocks, 1, 2, 3. And prismarine blocks in the corners. Well, corners on the diagonal. And I put slabs on top of those because I don't want things spawning on here. Now I'm just going to keep making circles going up that get progressively smaller, and I'm going to use the rule of the long side is approximately 1/3 the diameter. So if I just make each of these long sides 3, then the diagonals will take care of themselves. And again, I'm going to top it with slabs. And again, I'm just going round and making the long sides 3. Alright, this last one, I'm not topping it with slabs. It's just the prismarine blocks, but then I do a row that's just slabs, because otherwise it becomes a sort of pointed roof rather than a dome roof, and I really want a dome roof. And last but not least, a sea lantern. Okay, that's our dome roof done. I'll get up in there and put an extra layer of slabs underneath so it doesn't leak when it rains. But in the meantime, we have to put in the rest of our struts so that this thing is not just floating in space. There we go. I'm just going to do that all the way around on these ones, on the diagonals. I'm ignoring it. It's open. Now what's with this? I'm doing an extra little room here. I'm not quite sure how it's going to go yet. There we are, one rotunda. That's not looking too bad. Now let's get on with that little antechamber. Okay, I've removed all the dirt and I've replaced it with snow, and now we're going to build this up to a height of 3. And if the roof comes there, we'll do that, I think. And now I just want to build up the roof itself in prismarine block slabs. Now here I am putting a wall in, because otherwise I don't think it's going to make a lot of sense. And I'll fix that up around the other side. There we go, and a sea lantern. Okay, whoops. Take that out and put that in. And what do I do? Do I leave this pillar in, or do I take that pillar out? I think I take it out. And I should have shears with me. Okay, I'll just top up the underside and we'll be done. One rotunda with antechamber. I don't really know what point this is yet. It'll have a point to it. There's going to be stairs going down here. But at least this is the start of our little tourist area. I think that's enough for today. I've certainly had enough with this one. It bent my brain a bit. I will get the large piazza put in, and I'll get doors and windows into this one. And I'll meet you here next time. We'll do a bit more. Well, sorry that was a bit of an odd episode, but we got a little bit done. And hopefully you'll join me next time and we'll get a bit more done. So if you've liked this, you know what to do. You know the drill. Whack that like button. Subscribe if you haven't and hit the notification bell. And as the sun sinks, I'll see you next time. Bye.